Welcome to the Studio platform provided by edX. Studio platform is basically the authoring platform for edX where instructor can come and create their own courses. So as you can see, there are two basic functionality of the Studio platform. One is to one is to author new courses, the other is to create new libraries. So let's start with new courses. Just as you can see, the button over here, new courses, lets you create a new course by just entering few fields. Namely, these fields are the name of the course, the organization the course belongs to, the course number, and course run. We can definitely program a automated system for you to create the course by just entering the course name. Rest of them can automatically be created by giving a certain nomenclature as well. Now let's look into one of the courses and see what are there inside the courses. As and when you create the courses, first you land in the schedule and detail page. The schedule and detail page, as you can see, I have already created this course, so certain things are already visible over there. So what you can see that the minimum grade required for this course is 35%. Post getting 35%, you will be provided with the certificate for this course. As you can see, there are two course pacing mode in Studio. One is the instructor paced and the other one is the self paced. Instructor paced courses are basically those which has a course started and course ended. This courses also has enrollment started, enrollment ended. So what does exactly enrollment started and ended means? That means the student can only join the course between these two dates. The course started and ended tells us the validity of the whole complete course. Apart from this, you can create set a course language as well. This will be basically be useful for you for the students to find the course when they will be going through the dashboard searching for the course. Apart from this, you can add a course card, you can add course description in HTML format, as well as if required you can also add a course introduction video as well. To just share with you, I can just add this introduction video over here. As you can see, this has been loaded. I can save this, and whenever someone comes in the course, they will be able to see this video in the top. There are other fields like requirement fields which can be put over here to indicate the user how much time they need to spend per week with this course. Then there is also the prerequisite course. So setting a prerequisite to this to this course will basically let only those students to enroll in the course who have basically passed the prerequisite course. Now once you're done with this scheduling and detail, you land into the course outline page. Course outline is nothing but it's the place where you create the whole structure of the course. As you can see, each of these boxes are called sections. You click on new section and create a new section. In this section, you can basically add new subsections, name them, and then new unit. Unit are the smallest part of a course structure, which is nothing but the content in it. So this is my content page where I can add any type of content as I want. To show you, I will just add a text component over here. We'll just edit it, write few things over here. If required, I can add images over here as well. You can save it and that content will be created. I can edit this image as well and set a different size of the image based on the student requirement. You can see this page is created. If I want, I can add another video to it. It'll show me a default video. I can just go edit, paste the video URL I want to paste. So if it's a YouTube URL, we will be able to import the transcript as well. As you can see, the timed transcript has been downloaded. If you put a Vimeo URL, then the automatic download transcript is not there. You need to then manually add transcript to it. Apart from these basic settings for video, you can also add several other things in the video as well. For example, you can add transcripts in different languages. You can add handout materials. For example, if I add this PDF over here, you will be able to see upload over here. If you want to replace the file, we can replace it over here. You can save it, and you will see the transcript is ready over here, and then there is a download handout button which downloads the PDF file that I have just uploaded. Once I play this video, we will be able to see this subtitle in the bottom. I can jump into any part of the transcript by clicking on just those words. This is a very powerful tool for videos which will help the student to jump from one part of the video to another part of the video. So once all of this is created, you can go back to the course outline and you will be able to see publish button available over here. As you can see, there are 3 publish button available over here. So if I publish the whole section, then the subsequent subsections and unit also get published. So if I click on this, everything gets automatically published. Since I have already created the whole course structure, for now I'll just delete this section from here. To show you what else we have in the course, I'll show you the different kind of content that we have added. So if you look over here, this is a Excel sheet with different data for IPL matches. This I have added over here. As you can see, I can scroll and see all the data over here. Then you have already seen the video content and how we can use the whole video content. Apart from that, there is ChatGPT Assistant, completion tool, Google Calendar, Google Document, in video quiz, which is quiz that happens in between video, PDF file, poll, survey, and other content material. Apart from that, we do have discussion forum that can be plugged over here, library content that can be plugged over here. I'll come to the library part later on. You can add text, as I showed you text. You can add open response. Open response is nothing but descriptive response, which can be peer assessment based, self assessment based, staff assessment based, and self to peer and self to staff assessment based. Then we have different kind of problem set. These are the objective question which can be added in the course as well. This includes starting from like circuit schematic builder, blank advanced problem, to custom Python evaluated input, to drag and drop questions as well. Apart from that, you also get like basic uh, different kind of question set as well, which includes MCQ, drop down, checkbox, text input, numerical input, and blank common problems as well. Now just to show you the other content that we have added over here, you can see we have added MS Excel over here, also added a PPT on the later half of the course, and as you can see we have the calendar tool to add Google Calendar in the Open edX as well. Now coming back from the different type of content, let's look one of the features that Open edX also supports. So as you can see, since I have tampered with the content of this section, automatically this section has become unpublished. So currently user sees the last published data. This current data hasn't been made available to the students. Once I click on it, the changes that has been shown over here will reflect in the main page. Now as you can see, there is a view live button which on being clicked shows you the student view of the page as well. So apart from that, if I click on the collapse all sections, it shows me the different sections that we have. Re-indexing allows me to index these sections again. Now let's look into some other course features of course creation. Apart from the outline, you can put updates over here for different date. These updates appear on those dates. You have pages and resources. This page lets you create custom pages. For example, I have created two custom pages over here. One is World of Wonder and other is Play Sudoku. This has allowed me to integrate the games in the platform itself. Apart from that, you can enable and disable the progress feature. You can enable disable the calculator feature. You can add textbooks, enable disable the discussion forum, and enable the wiki for the learners to collaborate on course related information. Jumping to files and upload, this is a very straightforward panel which shows you all the different kind of materials that has been added in this course. Coming to the settings, let's go to the grading part. The grading is elaborative piece of functionality in Open edX which lets you automatically grade a student based on their performance in different exams. As you can see, minimum credit that I have set is 35%. That means if anyone gets more than 35%, that person passes. Apart from that, I have also set a grace period on the deadline as well. This allows the student to submit answers even after the set deadline. Now let's look at the structure of the grading system. As you can see, I have different assignment types over here as assignment, final, peer assessment and quiz. Each one of them carry different weightage towards the total grade, and it also says how many of these kind of assignments are present in the whole course. For example, quiz, maximum 2 of them can be there in the whole course, which will amount to 30 marks. Now you can create different course teams over here, right? You can add new staff or students and create teams over here. You can have different course configurations over here, like for example we have batch 1 currently running in. You can can add advanced settings. Advanced settings allows you to change configuration of the course, how you see it. And then finally certificates. Certificates lets you create a whole certificate for your course. So whenever student passes the course, automatically the certificate is generated once the student clicks on generate button. Preview the certificate, we can click over here and preview the certificate. Now looking at the tools, there are three tools over here. One, I'll start with the checklist. Checklist lets you know what are the different things that we need to do in a course. This is a standard guidelines based on the amount of content uploaded in the course. The checklist automatically puts a finish tag in it. Apart from that, you have import course and export course, which lets you download the course externally so that you can upload it in some other courseware or import another course from external sources in OpenEdX. Now let's come back to the outline to show you something else. One of the other core feature of authoring tool studio in OpenEdX is that it allows user to basically schedule and publish however they want. To show you what we can do over here, I'll just click on this. Just give me a moment. Click on the configure and you can see the release date when the content will be released or unlocked, if it's a graded content or not, and the final due date, by when you can till when you can read the whole content. Similarly, you have quiz over here. If you click on the quiz, you will see there's prerequisite written over here. That means students have to finish 3.4 emotional literacy for leaders. Once they finish the content over here, then only the student will be able to appear this quiz. To show you another functionality of the quiz, as you can see, these were the 4 different type of grading that we put over there. This quiz is marked as a quiz. If you look at the advanced tab, you will be able to see this is a timed exam with 5 minutes available. You can have proctored exam and practice for proctored exam attached to the system as well. Now, as you can see, you can basically designate minimum score and minimum completion rate over here, after which only the student will be able to open this section. Now let's take a look into the libraries. I've already created one library. Library is nothing but bunch of problems. As you can see, there are multiple number of questions over here which are MCQ. Few of them are fill in the blanks as well. So this is basically a small set of questions, a small question bank, which can be used by the instructor to pull questions from it to create quiz as well. So this is basically the main functionality of libraries. Libraries are designed basically to enable the course instructor to basically create question papers with multiple choice question in it. So that's it for the admin part, for the studio part of OpenEdX. If you have any further query, please feel free to contact me. There are plenty more other smaller features that are there which will be only trained once we go through the process of taking things forward. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.